My name is Dee Dee Stasiak, and I am a first grade teacher at Godfrey Lee Early Childhood Center. So I heard about Plickers through the 12 days of EdTech Cheer. It just sounded like something fun and interesting. Implementing Plickers in my first grade classroom has been super easy. It's as simple as you go on the website, plickers.com, and you sign up your class. In my class, each Plickers card that they're going to get has a number on it. And you assign their name to the card. You sign their name to the card. So for example, this is card number 1. So that's the student in my class who is the number 1. And then you print all these off. I printed them off on cardstock just because they're a little thicker and easier for the students to hold. So each card has A, B, C, or D. And depending on how they hold the card, that's how they put in their answer. So if you wanted to answer A, you would hold it this way. B, you would hold it this way, and so on. So there's a lot of going through it with the students to make sure that they know how to submit an answer, and you'd be surprised on how quickly they pick it up. So the way that I like to do it is I take my phone and I use that as my scanner, and then all the answers come into the iPad here. So for example, I did which shape has 4 sides, and most of the students answered C, which was square, and a couple answered hexagon, so I know that with those 2 students, I know that I need to go over that with them. So I know that they're engaged because they all want to know, did you get me? Did you get my card? And they just love using it, and they love watching the graph on the board that shows what students have answered, whatever they answered. Another thing I really like about Plickers is the accountability it has on the students. I know when I'm scanning in their cards who has answered. So if I have 2 kids that haven't submitted and answered, I can say, okay, you need to get your answer in. What I do with the information that I get, a lot of times we start off with just a lot of fun questions, but now I'm starting to use it for kind of assessment purposes. So like this week we learned about 2D and 3D shapes. So I was asking them questions about 2D and 3D shapes, and I can see right away who is not getting it and who is getting it. So I'll use that information next week to figure out who I need to work with. Also, a bunch of the other first grade teachers are doing it too, who are interested in using technology in the classroom. So it's been a great way for us to bounce ideas off each other and compare results, and it's been wonderful.